Talkin Football on WTNS, brought to you by the Jeff Drennen Dealerships.
Welcome to Talkin Football here on WTNS, brought to you by the Jeff Drennen Dealerships. I'm Casey Claxon here with Steve Cores. It is Week 7 of the high school football season. Cooz, let's take a look back at the games in Week 6. We saw the Ridgewood Generals get a big win over Indian Valley.
I'll tell you what, Casey, that was an outstanding football game. Coach Slusser had his kids ready to go. It was a good ball game in the first half. I believe 15-6 was a halftime score. They came out. Indian Valley got a score, and then a big play of the game, a fake punt, which got the big first down, and then a 47-yard touchdown pass put Ridgewood really in control, and they got out of there with a big win.
The Riverview Black Bears got to 500 with 3 wins and 3 losses on the season, with a victory up at Minerva.
Well, I'll tell you what, another good job by the Bears. They've now even their record at 3-3. Offense clicked, played some solid defense, and they're looking to go over 500 this weekend.
The Coshocton Redskins also had another tough one. A lot of points on the board anytime the Redskins play.
No question about it. They can score. The big problem is they haven't been able to do much defensively. They have a good Philo team coming into Coshocton this weekend. It's going to be a tough one for the Skins.
Let's take a look at the games coming up on Friday night for Week 7. Let's start with the Riverview Black Bears as they head to Monroe County to take on River.
Well, this will be a little tougher test in the last couple weeks for the Bears. River comes in with a record of 3-3 on the season. They played some good caliber football teams. They're going to have to be firing on all cylinders and cannot turn the ball over as they visit River Local.
We'll have 2 games on our broadcast schedule coming up on Friday night. The first, the Coshocton Redskins will entertain Philo. You can hear that game on FM 102.7 and 1560 AM WTNS.
Philo comes in, another team. They're 3-3 on the season, but played a very difficult schedule. They do have a win over a good Tri-Valley team on their resume. Coshocton's going to have to come out and play some good defense to keep this ball game close. Philo has the ability to score. Redskins do as well, so be interesting game down on the river.
And our feature game coming up on Friday night that you can hear on FM 99.3 and mywtnsradio.com. It's the big matchup in the IVC as Ridgewood takes on Garaway here at West Lafayette.
Well, it's hard to believe that this game might be bigger than their game last week with Indian Valley, but really is. A lot of computer points on the line. Garaway comes in ranked number 7 in the state. Ridgewood's ranked number 6. Both are high in their regions, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be interesting. Garaway likes to throw it around a lot. Ridgewood's going to do what they do. They're going to run the football, and they're going to throw it around a bit. Look for a good one here on Friday night.
Chris Wallace joins us again this week on Talkin Football, brought to you by the Jeff Drennen Dealerships. He's standing by with the Generals, Caden Smith. Chris.
Thank you very much, Casey. We are with Caden Smith, running back and defensive end, and also captain for the Generals. And Caden, big win Friday night. What are your thoughts and feelings after that game?
Well, that was a big one to get. We know Indian Valley's a pretty good team, and we beat them last year, so that we knew that we'd have a little bit of a target on our back after that one. But we executed well, and it felt really nice to get that win, especially going into Garaway Week. Gave us some momentum.
They were a really good team, and not many people had us favored to win that game, so it was really awesome to go into a really hostile environment and be able to get a big win, for our season.
Extremely satisfying knowing that we knew we had a target on our backs coming in this year because we beat them last year, and just being able to come out with the win. There's a lot of playoff points on the line, and we got them. It's just a very exciting time here at Ridgewood.
It felt amazing out there. Going out there to win at Midvale, it's not an easy place to play. I mean, it was a playoff atmosphere for sure. There was a lot of people there, and we weren't really favored to win. I don't think a lot of stuff the coaches sent us, we were underdogs, and we like to take that role into play, and we came out on top.
Big game Friday night at home against Garaway. What kind of preparations go into a big game like this?
Well, I think the main point is just we can't be satisfied with beating Indian Valley. Last year we beat Indian Valley, then we went and lost to Garaway, so we can't let ourselves have a letdown, and we just need to keep preparing like we did last week for Indian Valley, and hopefully we can get a win in front of our home crowd on Friday night.
Mental execution is a very big part of it, knowing the little details. They're a very good football team again this week, so being mentally prepared and just focusing on the little things to get better, because we didn't play as good as we wanted to Friday night, so even playing a better game and then seeing where things ride from there.
Just staying focused, watching film, knowing your assignments for the week.
Last year we came out flat. We thought we were satisfied with beating Indian Valley last year because we knew we were guaranteed in the playoffs, which we almost are again this year. But we want to beat Garaway. That's a big goal of all of our seniors. And so hopefully we come out prepared and come out on top.
Let's send it to Cooz, who is standing by with Ridgewood head coach John Slusser. Cooz.
Coach, I'll tell you what, you can't get much bigger than the game you had on past Friday night against Indian Valley. Just kind of give us a thumbnail on how you thought it went.
Well, I thought it went all right. Anytime we win, I think it goes all right. You know what? It was kind of what I expected. I didn't know they were going to be as physical as they were. We knew they would be physical. I thought they were really, really good up front. The score really isn't indicative of how the game was. I mean, I thought it was a back and forth possession game right till the end. After we scored to go up 2 scores, the momentum really changed, and they struggled after that. And it seemed like we got a little bit of a second wind. But up till that, early fourth quarter, mid fourth quarter, I thought it was a great football game. Have a lot of respect for Indian Valley. They do a great job. But I was really proud of our kids. I thought we battled. I don't think we played great execution-wise, but I thought we tried really hard, and I thought we gave great effort, so I was proud of that.
Friday night doesn't get any easier. You have Garaway. It's going to be here at Ridgewood. It's going to be a full house, and I'll tell you what, a little different type of team coming in here.
Oh, it'll be a lot different team. Well, I say that, but not really. There'll be a different offensive approach. Defensively, it'll still be the same. They'll be hard-nosed. They fly around, very well coached. Offensively, they've got athletes. They'll put us in predicaments. It gets frustrating to play against Garaway because you have to be patient. They're going to complete passes. They're going to get first downs. You've got to make them go 80 yards, though, instead of giving them 1 or 2 plays at a time. So I'm bad about this, but you've got to be patient and not gamble and not put yourself in a predicament where they hit big plays against you. And in the past, listen, we've won some and lost some, but sometimes I feel like I'm not very patient, and I sometimes put ourselves in bad positions, put our kids in bad positions. So I'm going to try to be better this week. Here's the thing with Garaway, too. It's turned into such a great rivalry between us 2 schools. When they come down to play, it's such a great game, and I'm sure it will be this Friday. I mean, you can go back and forth over the last 15 years. It's always been, a real competitive game, a real tight scoring game. It's been really good, and so I expect the same this Friday.
All right, it's going to be a big one on Friday night. Good luck.
So join us for 2 games on Friday night. The first, Coshocton against Philo. That game will be on FM 102.7 WTNS and AM 1560. And, of course, you can listen to the Ridgewood Garaway on FM 99.3 WTNS and mywtnsradio.com. This is Talkin Football, brought to you by the Jeff Drennen Dealerships on the sports voice of East Central Ohio, FM 99.3 WTNS Coshocton.
Talkin Football on WTNS, brought to you by the Jeff Drennen Dealerships.